In this video, you will learn how to import a cross-stitch graph into the cross-stitch program to use it as a backdrop for digitizing cross-stitch. The design that I'm using came from Mr. Cross-Stitch. Always check with the publisher or designer to make sure it is okay to scan their designs. Go to Options, General tab, and make sure Corel Photo Paint is selected for touching up artwork. Click OK, switch to Artwork Canvas, and click on Scan. This will open your scanning software. The settings will be found in different places in your scanning software. First of all, make sure that the image is placed in your scanner as straight as possible. It makes it easier. You also want to scan the chart at actual size if you have a choice in your scanning software. You want to scan in color, and you want to increase the resolution to 300 dpi. Color is chosen in this case because I'm working with a colored graph. Click on Scan to initialize the scanner. The graph appears on the design screen, and you want to eliminate the white border. Press F4 on your keyboard to zoom out to full size. Select the crop tool and click and drag along the edge of the cross-stitch graph. You want to zoom in, and you can move the controls before you set your crop. Be sure and check all four sides. If you did not scan straight, you'll want to leave a little bit of a border. This image was scanned fairly straight, so there's no need to straighten it, but I will show you how to straighten it. When you're ready to set the crop, double-click to set the crop. Count the number of squares across and the number of squares down. You'll want to do that before saving your image. Select the image, and if you do need to straighten it, click on Edit Artwork. That will open Corel Photo Paint. In Corel, click on Adjust and click on Straighten Image. That will open a program where you can zoom in if you need to, and you can check the grid line with your image. And if it aligns on the grid line, then you won't need to rotate the image. You can see it rotates in very small increments. Click OK, and that will bring the image back into Corel Photo Paint. Click on Finish Editing, and click on Yes to save the changes, and then close Corel Photo Paint. Then the image is back in Artwork Canvas. Select File, Export, and navigate to the location to save your image. Name the file, add the number of crosses in the width by the height, select PNG as the file type, and export the image. Click OK in the dialog box that opens. You can delete the image and then return to Embroidery Canvas and open Cross-Stitch. Go to the Picture tab, select Load Picture, and select the image and click on Open. If you zoom in, you can see how the squares are not aligned with the cross-stitch graph. Select the image and right-click on the image. Enter the number of crosses across and the number of crosses down, and click OK. Zoom in, and you'll see that the crosses are now aligning with the grid in the background, and you are ready to digitize your cross-stitch graph. Notice that there is a scanner icon in the picture mode of cross-stitch. A couple of things to be aware of. One is that you cannot crop this image once it's scanned directly into cross-stitch. That's why it's usually better to scan outside the cross-stitch program. Also, when you click on the scan icon, it takes longer to initialize the scanner. So just be patient for the scanning software to initialize.